My name is Sheba Njagi and welcome to Centonomy Abundant Living. Now, there are real situations in our lives. You're probably doing what you really like to do, or you want to do what you like to do, but of all these things that we like to do, there are some things that we do not like to do, but we have to do them. So what are some of the ways for us to make sure that we do the things we don't want to do that need to be done? For example, case in point, our photographer, he's called Captured by Osunga, and I was just talking to him this morning and he was telling me, Sheba, I love my job, but one thing I don't like is negotiating with customers. We always have to do certain things that we don't like so that we can move forward. For example, I like selling, I like teaching, but there are some things I don't like. Writing the proposal, drafting letters, or drafting contracts. Not my favorite things, but they have to be done. So what can we do so that we can get to also do those important things we don't like to do but have to be done? Number one, meditate on why you're doing what you're doing. Sometimes it's not really about negotiation, Steve. Sometimes it's all about thinking and putting ourselves in our client's shoes or our supplier's shoes and think about the why. What is the main reason behind what I'm about to do? You may be working at KFC, or even you're a chef, or certain things you don't like to do, but you have to do them. When you don't feel like doing them, I want you to meditate on the why behind it. For example, you might realize, I don't like this part of things, but if I fail to check out this contract or write this letter, there's going to be a problem later. If I fail to negotiate with my client, I may lose a client. So it's always about the why. We think about the why, then we get to do the thing that we have to do. Number two, your fears. Meditate on the fear. Trust me, we are afraid of different things. Afraid of failure, afraid of what people are going to think about us, afraid of things falling apart, but we have to embrace it. Can I tell you what? Think about what you're most afraid of. Stand, think about it, feel the fear, and do it anyway. Because if you don't do it, who will? So meditate about that fear. Think about it. What's the worst that could go? What's the worst that could happen? Embrace it and do the work. If you don't do the work, who will? And finally, meditate on your why. Think about your why. Why you need to wake up this early morning. Why you have to shoot till late at night. Why you have to write that proposal even if you don't like to do it. You know that in the end, you're probably saving someone's life, making someone's wedding better, training people like I do. And when you think about it, it makes it easier for you to do things. And don't focus too much on the ideal. Let me tell you something, and this is the last one. When you focus so much on the ideal, this is what I call the fantasy. I want to look great. I want to ensure all the angles are perfect. I'm waiting for perfection. I want that book to look like the best thing ever. When you think too much of the ideal, it prevents you from doing the work. It prevents you from even starting. So I want you to go out there and do some of those things that you don't want to do but have to be done in your life, in your career, in your business, and that gets you to start living abundantly. Subscribe, turn on those notifications. Let me know what you think about this conversation. In fact, tell me, what is one thing you don't like to do in your career, in your job, or even in your business, but you have to do it for you to be successful? For me, it's drafting those proposals, but I have to draft them anyway. That's how we soar. See you next week.